My name is Jackson Clark. I'm a senior accounting major here at Trine University, and I'm from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Outside of my major, I'm involved in a couple different activities on campus. I'm involved with the Einer Fellows group, which is a group that sets up different events, does some mentoring and tutoring for younger students, and also takes part in a lot of volunteer activities in the community and on campus. And then after that, I'm on the men's NCAA ice hockey team, which is a big privilege, so I get to play hockey every weekend. Last summer, I was an intern for JPMorgan Chase in their commercial bank with their middle market and diversified industries group. This meant that we were working with businesses anywhere of the size of $20 million in annual revenue to $500 million in annual revenue a year. I got to see a ton of different platforms that the bank uses with their clients. Most specifically, we worked a lot with credit and risk. That was the main part of the job. But we also got to see a lot about treasury services and banking services, which is your everyday kind of card programs, what those businesses might need. And then the banking side of things was really the relationship side of the businesses. Going out, prospecting, client calls, things like that. Like I said, the majority was working with credit and risk, so we really got to learn how to look at a company's financials, analyze how well the business is doing, forecast some models to see in the future if they would do well, would they be able to repay a loan, things like that, and then also just look at industry trends within their markets and use that to make some more qualitative analytical decisions on how the company works. I enjoyed it a lot, and it was great to get to see not just one specific thing every time, but like I said, work with some of those different platforms and services that the bank offers to their businesses. So it was a great summer, and I learned a ton about all the different things that JPMorgan Chase can offer their clients. I got this internship through a connection from my dad, actually. One of his high school friends works for JPMorgan Chase in Columbus, Ohio. I was interested in the banking industry last fall during my junior year, so my dad thought it'd be a good idea for me to reach out and just have a conversation, hear what he does at the bank, and see if it's something that I might be interested in. So I got to network with him a little bit over Zoom, talk about what he does, and I found it very interesting. So I went through the application process online with JPMorgan Chase, was invited back to their second round of interviews where I had to do a case study on a specific business, went through that, and then received an offer around December, which I took for the summer. So it was really networking that got me there, and I really enjoyed the process, even though it was a little stressful at times. My biggest takeaway from the internship was probably how much they taught me how to develop an opinion on a business and not just look at the business and their financials and say, okay, they're doing good or they're doing bad, but more so really diving into the details, whether it's quantitative or qualitative, and decide if the company is going to be doing well, what I liked about it, why I thought this company was doing well, why I think they might do well or do poorly in the future. So it was more than just kind of your typical homework questions in class, maybe where you're answering, these are the financial statements, it's X amount of money, this is good, this is bad, but really diving into some of the clients that they work with and learn about them and develop my own opinions on how that business is functioning and if it's going to succeed in the future. So as I mentioned before, I am an accounting major. I wasn't necessarily sure if I actually wanted to go into public accounting or maybe take on more of a finance role like working in a bank. So this summer really gave me the opportunity to see some different sides of things. I was really happy with how much I got to use my accounting knowledge in more of a finance situation with the bank. So I think I'm going to stick with this. The company did give me an offer to come back on as a full-time credit analyst next summer, and I have chosen to accept that offer. So it really just showed me that taking the accounting degree was the right decision, but maybe using it more in a finance role rather than public accounting would be a good fit for me.